Okay, so namaste and good evening to one and all present over here. So we are here for the presentation on problem solving. So before we start, let me present you one video. So everyone watch carefully and yeah, yes, I'm just presenting this.
Whoa, that's not good.
Oh, I don't need this. I'm already late.
Somebody will come. Anybody out there?
Do you have a phone?
No. Sorry. Somebody! Hello? There are two people stuck on an escalator and we need help. Now, would somebody please do something? I don't believe this. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, there's not enough left to do, is it?
Hello? Hey, don't worry about it. I'll fix it in a second.
He said he can fix it. All right. All right. That's more like it. He says he can fix it.
Okay, so teachers, friends, just put on the chat box like what did you see, like what did you feel like if you were in such a problem, what would you do, or was it? I mean, the problem was easy enough to solve. So don't we face problems in our life to day life? Yes, teachers, please put on the chat box. Yes, I mean the problem was very like very. Uh, it was not very difficult problem, but then we should know how to solve it. We should know to live up to the to the solution. Think solution for the problem and understand. So everyone, like we everyone should like we should teach children to. We should teach children to solve problems, to face problems and come up to the solution. It's not only that we won't get problems in life. So today we are going to present on problem solving method. uh, so before we move on, I will show you another video. Yes, they had a solution, but they are not thinking of it. Yes, yes, Deepa ma'am, because every problem has a solution, but we need to think, right? So we need to teach the children to think critically to arrive at conclusions. So solutions. So now I am going to show you one more video. Because like every pedagogy, the problem solving too has steps, certain steps to follow. So please watch this.
Problem solving is a method teachers can use to guide students through any kind of problem. There are 4 steps to problem solving. Define the problem, make a plan, put the plan into action, and check the result. As an example, you'll see how these ants use the 4 steps. The first step is to clearly define the problem. To understand what the goal is and what is keeping you from reaching that goal. The ants want to move this cookie into their anthill, but it's too big to fit. The second step is to make a plan for solving the problem. This step includes talking about information and ideas that will be helpful. The ants decide to break the cookie into small pieces and move them into their anthill. The third step is to put the plan into action. They break up the cookie and move the pieces. And the fourth step is to check the result. It looks like it's working. Sometimes the plan does not solve the problem. For example, this piece is still too big to fit. But that's okay. The 4 steps may need to be done more than once. It's an ongoing process until a solution is found. Define the problem. Make a plan. Put the plan into action and check the result.
Sorry, my mic was off. So every other teaching methodology, pedagogy, even problem solving has certain steps to follow. A proper plan has to be made so that the students can be guided in a proper manner, and the teachers play a role of a facilitator as a guide over here. So teachers, can you just type in the steps which we saw, the stages which we saw in the problem solving? What are the 4 stages we saw in the video? Hello, am I audible?
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, learn, take action, check the result and analyze. So now I start my presentation.
The first step is to define the problem.
Yes, I'm starting my presentation.
So meanwhile, I would just like everybody to be informed that we saw the project-based learning. So project-based learning also is a problem-solving method, because in project-based also you choose a project which is a problem.
Yes.
The project is towards solving that problem. You create a project which is a planning for solving some problem. So basically project-based is also project-based method is based on problem-solving approach.
Yes.
And I think Dhanashree's team had presented this. Dhanashree, if you agree with what I said, please express in the chat box. Yes, Usha ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here we okay. So first is like we have, what kind of problems do we have? Like real world problem. Okay, then academic exercises. If we talk about real world problem, there are many environmental related and many problems are there which we can give to the students, where we can ask them to arrive at a solution by researching. Then there are academic exercises mostly related to maths, right? Puzzle or challenge, they are also problems, right? How to figure it out. Then we have strategies for solving the problems. First, we have to define the problem and see like what it contains of. How can I break this problem into parts? This comes into the thinking part. Then solve the problem repeatedly. Like if we cannot arrive at a solution, then you have to go back and you have to solve the problem and think over it many times. Okay. So, and the simpler problem is redefine the problem so it is simpler and solve this. So first, when we break down, you are one at a time if you go on solving the problem. And then troubleshooting, shooting, that is, where is the error, where is the problem, okay, going at the root of the problem. So these are the few strategies for problem solving. And if we follow the follow Wales and Wood model of problem solving, they have these steps. First is define the situation. Define the situation is what are the facts, what is the problem, right? When a teacher is giving a problem, or when we see a problem, so we have to first find out like what is exactly the problem. Then you have to identify the goal. So what do we want exactly? What is our objective? What results do I want? Then generating ideas. Then we have to brainstorm, think, discuss, research, find out more, and generate ideas for reaching the goal. Select best ideas. Then making a step-by-step plan for, making a proper plan. How are we going to achieve that goal, the solution? Okay. Then after the planning, the most important thing is execution, executing the plan, taking action. After taking action, the problem is not, it's like that is not the last part. After that, you have to review the solution, like whether it is working, whether it is a proper solution, it's the right solution. If not, then again you will have to follow the steps. Go back, like we saw in the video, how like after defining the problem, planning, taking action, still there was a problem, then we'll have to again discuss how to solve that problem. Okay, so according to Wood's problem solving model, define the problem is what is known and what is unknown. So when you define the problem, you have to first understand the problem, that what do we know about this and what is unknown, so that we are very clear about it. Okay, so and like what is the concept behind it, what is the theory behind it. Okay, so what symbols and units, if it comes to science and maths, like what symbols and what units do we need to use. Then what will be the problem, what will be the issue, when we are solving this problem, and what will be the rate of like what will be the criteria for success, whether we will be success, or like what will be the logical way to solve the problem. Then next step is think about it, take time to like let it simmer. What is the knowledge needed, then what information we need to collect. Okay, then after we gather all the information, we do research, we survey, whatever, so then we have to plan a solution for it, which is the best. We have to choose the best one. We will develop a number of strategies, and then we have to choose the best one which we think will solve the problem. Then we have to carry out the plan. Okay, and the last step, like while carrying out the plan, I think in all aspects of life, we have to be patient and persistent. It's not that we have thought about something, we have planned something, it should work. It may not work. So how we come to know whether it is we have solved the problem or not? By evaluating, by reflecting. So that is the most important part, the last part. And then suppose the problem is still not solved, then again we'll have to follow the same steps. So these are the steps when we want to plan for problem solving methodology in our teaching. We need to plan in such a manner where we give a problem to the students, like let them define the problem, let them find out and let them know more about the problem. Then only they will be able to solve it, and they have to follow all these steps. And in every step, the teacher is there. The teacher should be there, guiding them and supporting them and telling them what is right and what is wrong. Okay, so these are the four stages of problem solving: understanding, brainstorming, strategy, solution, which we had seen in the previous slide. Okay. Now I ask Mr. Ashok to present.
Thank you, Usha ma'am.
Yeah.
Namaste, Principal ma'am. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste, Ashok sir. All the best.
Thank
Usha
you,
ma'am,
ma'am.
that was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm going to share some information about mathematical problem solving according to George Polya, solving problems is a practical art like swimming or playing the piano. You can learn it only by imitation and practice. If you wish to learn to swim, you have to go in the water, and if you wish to become a problem solver, you have to solve problems. These are the four major steps for mathematical problem solving: see, plan, do, check. Let's see our first one. See. Children have to they have to carefully read the problem, decide what they are trying to do, and identify the important information. In the planning, these many steps are going to involve: they have to look for a pattern, they may draw a sketch, they make an organized list, they simplify the problem, they guess and check, they may make a table, write a number sentence, act out a problem. Next one is to implement a particular plan of attack, revise and modify the plan as needed, create a new plan if necessary. The last one is check. Have they used all the important information? Does the answer make sense? Put your answer in complete sentence. For that, we are going to play a game. The game is Wheel of Fortune. Give me a minute. I'm going to share now. Have you ever seen this Wheel of Fortune anywhere? You may write your answer in the chat box or you may unmute yourself to speak. Purva ma'am, can you help me? What is answer in the chat box?
Yes, sir. Principal ma'am is saying
Yes, thank you.
casino, and we have
Okay.
seen in
Yeah.
demo when you had given the demo. We have played the game, max features.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now we are going to play this game. We are going to take 10 trials of this game, and for each trial, you are going to pay 200 rupees. Here, the outcomes, whatever outcomes is coming, Purva ma'am is going to write in the chat box. Let's begin with this. In first trial, we are winning 100 rupees. In trial 2, we won 100 rupees. Purva ma'am, please write in the chat box.
Yes, sir, I've written 100 plus 100. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. In third trial, we won 500. In fourth trial, we won 200. In sixth trial, we lose the money. In sixth trial, we won 100 rupees. Is it 6 or 7?
6.
6.
Now it will be 7.
Okay. In seventh trial, we lose the money. Here we won 100 rupees. Here also we won 100 rupees. The last time. We lose the money. We had 10 trials. So how much amount we have invested to play this game? You may write your answer in the chat box. Yes, Purva ma'am. What's the answer? For these 10 trials, we paid 2000 rupees. How much amount we are winning after playing with these 10 trials?
They are writing, I think it is 0, but Purva ma'am is writing 1200. Priyanka Channa ma'am has written 1300.
Okay. Okay, one more question I want to ask now. If you take, instead of a 10 trials, if you take 200 trials, 500 or 1000 trials, do you think we will get more money than whatever we are investing to play the game? Write in the chat box. If you go for more trials, are we going to win more money or we are going to lose?
Shabnam ma'am is saying we can lose, and Champa ma'am is saying not sure. We may get gain or we may lose.
After looking at 10 trials, we have seen we won 1200 rupees and we invested 2000 rupees. So from these examples, this is very much clear that we are going to lose the money after looking for these trials. Now, why this is happening? We just have to come to that conclusion. Here we can see this wheel of fortune divided into how many parts? Quickly count and write in the chat box. This wheel is divided into how many parts?
Is it 20?
Yes, 20 is correct. How many times you can see lose part?
10. Avinash ma'am, Priyanka ma'am says 10.
10 is correct. How many times you see 100 rupees?
Priyanka ma'am says 6. Champa ma'am 6. Bedi ma'am 10. Deepa ma'am
How
says
many?
6 times.
Okay, correct. How many times you can see 200 rupees? And the last one is for 500.
Only twice, 2 times.
Perfect. Now let's analyze this game. I'm going to share PPT now. We have played this game, and here we have counted the frequency of these options. We come to this conclusion, okay, how many times we see lose 100, 200, 500, and its probability is also written on the screen. Students are going to find the frequency, probability, and percentage. Here, if we are investing 200 rupees, there is 80% chance that I'm going to lose the money. Where you can see 80%, this 50% and 30%. Whether you are winning 100 rupees, this is nothing but also a loss. Here you can see 80% time you are going to lose the money. And if you are getting 200 return, that time you are not either winning or losing. Here, winning percentage is only 10%. This is the conclusion that whenever you are going to play this Wheel of Fortune, every time you are going to lose the money. How to overcome from this? Can you type in the chat box how to solve this problem? Yes, Purva ma'am, any reply?
Shabnam ma'am is saying not to play.
Huh. This is perfect answer, not to play. Or any other way? Okay, you you may say not to play this game. Or another way is you can decrease this losing probability or 100 and increase the probability of this 500 to make this game fair. Till here, the game that you have played is unfair. This is going to give profit to one and only person, that the owner of casino. They are going to win money. Okay. With this, we have completed this Wheel of Fortune activity. Next thing, I'm going to show some more examples where children can learn this mathematical problem solving. Here, one example is a frog is at the bottom of a 12-meter deep well. Each day it climbs up 2 meters and each night it slips down 1 meter. How many days will it take for the frog to get out of the well? Here, students can overcome or students can find the problem, then they can solve. They can come to the solution by drawing a diagram. This can be one strategy. I'm going to show you one more strategy. If you have Sergio is 18-year-old and Maria, the sum of their age is 42. If they are both a whole number of years old, how old is Sergio? Similar kind of problems can be solved by making a table. Next one is without doing the addition, find out the answer. Here they can come to the conclusion. They can solve it by simplifying the problems. Strategy 4 can be they can find a pattern to simplify similar kind of problems. John is a stamp collector. He wants to help Mary. Mary and Jane start their collections. John gives 1/3 of his stamps to Mary. Mary then gives half of her to Mask. Then Mark gives 3/4 to the stamps he got to Jenny. If they all get whole stamps, what is the smallest possible number of stamps that John started with? Similar kind of questions can be solved working backward. These are the few strategies that we see. Even one more strategy you can use, act it out. If you have 10 students line up in the straight line in the front of the classroom, each student will shake hand with every other student and then go back to his or her seat. When all students have gone back to their seats, how many handshakes occurred? This can be simplified. This solution can be, we can get by act it out. This can be one more strategy. Here, teachers should be alert and active to arouse interest among students. So teachers should guide them at every step and provide assistance when needed to overcome obstacles. Problem solving way will work well when students work in a team. Problem solving is a suitable approach in teaching of mathematics. It develops in the learners the ability to recognize, analysis, solve, and reflect upon the problematic difficulties. Now, I would request Ms. Nisha to continue.
Very well explained, Ashok sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks.
Namaste, ma'am. Namaste, everyone. I'll start my presentation.
Namaste, Nisha. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so here we start. So, how are you all doing today? So, let us start our class. Let us start our session today with some healthy discussions. So, yes, observe the image on the screen and tell me, how do you feel? How do you feel by looking at these images? Yes, please share your yummy. Okay. Interesting. Thank you so much. Okay. Yummy in my tummy. Yes, it's yummy, right? Nowadays, people are more often. Yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you for this word. Yes, it's a junk food, absolutely. But nowadays, more often people are dependent on such type of food. Yes.
So dear participants, can you please tell me what is most appealing about this food? Yes, please write your answers in the chat box. Taste, okay, very well. Fried, okay, okay. Presentation, yes, absolutely. Okay, okay, fine. Thank you so much. So during, I would just like to ask this question to you all. During past 7 days, how many times did you all eat such kind of food? Junk food, yes. Yes, not at all. Okay. Greg sir is saying not at all. Cake once. Okay. Okay. Once. Okay. Okay, friend. Okay, thank you so much. So have you ever heard of health risk due to its consumption? Yes? Okay. Very well said. Yes. Yes, just now I saw that principal ma'am, she has written that it's a junk food. Yes, it's a junk food. So, dear friends, what do you feel? Is it good for your health or not? Yes? No, it is not good for, it's a big no. It's not good for your health. So, dear friends, this means this is the biggest problem, right? This is a problem. So now let us collaborate, think and discuss about this problem to find possible alternative to this junk food. So this is the step where children will work together. Children will work together in a small groups. They will plan and conduct survey on healthy food versus junk food, where they will try to find why people are dependent on junk food. So dear friends, can you please tell me what could be the best alternative, what could be the best substitute to this unhealthy food? Kindly write your comments in the chat box. Ma'am, am I audible? I repeat
Yes,
my
Nisha.
question. Yes,
Nisha,
I
you're
just
audible.
repeat. Yes, I just repeat my question. So friends, can you give me a healthy alternative to this unhealthy food stuff? Okay, juice. Okay. Quick cook. Okay, what else? Fruits. Very good. Homemade healthy food. Cereals. Very good. Homemade food. Very nice. Very interesting answers. Thank you so much. Grains. Okay. Sprouts. Very healthy. Of course, the whatever you people are sharing are very healthy. But let us think from the point of view of a child. Okay, children find this junk food very appealing because it tastes better, it looks attractive, and most importantly, it takes very less time to get ready. Yes, I hope you must be aware of Maggie and all. Yes, it takes very less time to get ready. So children are more attracted towards such kind of foods. So also fruits, nuts, vegetables, of course, although they are very, very healthy, but cannot only be the solution. Okay, because there are many children who do not like vegetables. They simply say no to vegetables. They don't like fruits. They don't like sprouts, cereals. So what else could be done over here? Yes, friends. What else could be done? So yeah, children will try making their own healthy recipes, which can be tasty, attractive, which will be easy to cook and replace the fast food. You can see the image on the screen. Okay, and this will be evaluated by other group members of the group, and also will be checked by the teachers and other people to find whether it meets their need or not. And if not, the problem is going to be further researched. They are going to have further more research on this and try to make better than before. So this is how the child will gather information, share it with rest of the group, and learn together. Also, this critical step provides students with an opportunity to weave individual concepts together and get deeper and richer understanding of the concepts. So, in addition to this, students will also master meaningful skills like critical thinking, teamwork, problem solving, and communication. So, dear friends, here is a few examples of problem solving based questions. There are many such concepts. There are many such concepts in science which is used to solve problem, which is used to teach problem based learning pedagogy. Also, because science is all about critical thinking, experiential learning, experimental learning, and problem solving. So with this, I would like to request Malika Arjun sir to please take over and continue with the session.
Namaste ma'am, namaste everyone. Thank you Nisha ma'am. नमस्ते एवरीवन, मैं आप लोगों को आज एक कहानी सुनाने वाला हूँ। क्या आप लोग कहानी सुनेंगे?
Yes, Mallikarjun sir, namaste.
बिल्कुल सर।
तो चलिए मैं आप लोगों को एक कहानी सुनाता हूँ। एक छोटे से गांव में एक बच्चा अपनी दादी के साथ रहता था। वो बहुत गरीब थे। बच्चे के माता पिता नहीं थे। दादी के ऊपर ही पूरा कार्यभार था, दायित्व था। छोटा बच्चा था। दादी थोड़ा बहुत काम दूसरे के यहाँ काम करके कुछ लाती थी, तो 2 समय का भोजन उन्हें नसीब होता था। दादी जितना करती थी 2 समय तक का भोजन तक ही नसीब होता था उन्हें, और कुछ भी नहीं। बच्चा एक गांव के ही एक स्कूल में पढ़ता था। एक बार क्या हुआ कि स्कूल में एक कार्यक्रम होने वाला था, जिसके लिए अध्यापक जी ने सभी बच्चों को, क्योंकि गांव का स्कूल था, स्कूल भी बहुत रीच नहीं था, तो वहां पर अध्यापक जी ने सभी बच्चों को कहा कि हमारे यहाँ एक कार्यक्रम होने वाला है, तो आप सभी ऐसा करना, आप सभी अपने अपने घर से कुछ न कुछ ले आना, जिससे कि आने वाले अतिथियों का स्वागत, नाश्ता आदि का प्रबंध मैं कर सकूं। कक्षा में सभी बच्चे बड़े प्रसन्नता के साथ, सभी बच्चों ने कहा हाँ हाँ गुरुजी, हम अवश्य लाएंगे। वहीं उसी कक्षा में बैठा बच्चा रोहन सोचने लगा कि मैं कहाँ से लाऊंगा, ये तो सब लाएंगे, मैं कहाँ से लाऊंगा, मेरे यहाँ तो कुछ है ही नहीं। मेरी दादी जितना कुछ लाती है वो हमारे लिए ही हो जाता है। 2 समय हम भोजन कर सके इतना ही हमारे दादी को मिलता है, हम उतना ही हम अपना गुजर बसर करते हैं। बच्चा सोच रहा था, और यही सोचते हुए तो वो सोच रहा था कि कैसे लाऊंगा, दादी को बताऊं कि ना बताऊं, ये सब सारी बातें उसके मन में चल रही थी। ठीक है, तो आप लोगों को बताऊं कि इतना मैं छात्रों को बताऊंगा, और उसके बाद ये समस्या जो बच्चों की रोहन की समस्या है कि वो कहाँ से लाएगा, क्योंकि वो गरीब है, उसके यहाँ कुछ है नहीं, एक समस्या बन गई है। और सभी बच्चे ला रहे हैं, वही नहीं लाएगा तो उसको भी थोड़ा सा इंसल्ट फील होगा। तो सारी चीजें हैं, वो अपने मन में सोचता है। ये एक समस्या है कि वो कैसे करेगा। ये समस्या बच्चों को मैं बताऊंगा, तो उनको ये कहूंगा, इस समस्या का समाधान निकालते हुए, सोचते हुए आप इस कहानी को पूरा कीजिए। तो ये बच्चे हमारे करेंगे, कहानी को पूरा करेंगे समस्या का समाधान निकालते हुए। तो चलिए मैं आप लोगों से पूछता हूँ कि इस बच्चे की समस्या का समाधान आप लोग क्या समझते हो कि क्या समाधान हो सकता है। तो प्लीज आप लोग एक एक करके चैट बॉक्स में भी लिख सकते हैं, और किसी को बोलना है तो अनम्यूट करके बोल सकता है।
सर आप अपने प्रश्न को एक बार संक्षिप्त में फिर से बोल सकते हैं प्लीज।
हाँ मैम, बच्चे की समस्या यह है कि बच्चा बहुत गरीब है। उसके स्कूल में एक कार्यक्रम होने वाला है जिसको सभी बच्चों से, अध्यापक जी ने सभी बच्चों से कुछ न कुछ लाने के लिए कहा है। बच्चा रोहन के यहाँ कुछ भी नहीं है, मात्र उनको 2 टाइम का भोजन के लिए ही हो पाता है। तो बच्चे की समस्या ये है कि वो कहाँ से लाएगा। अध्यापक जी ने जो कुछ लाने के लिए घर से कहा है वो कहाँ से लाएगा, ये समस्या है बच्चे की।
सर
इसका
तो उसे घर
समाधान
से खाना लाना है कि पैसे लाने हैं कि कुछ सामान
कुछ
क्या?
भी, कुछ सामान, कुछ खाने का सामान, कुछ पैसे भी हो सकता है, कुछ भी, उसको जो भी उसके यहाँ हो बच्चों का ऐसा। कार्यक्रम में जो भी पैसा लाएगा तो उसमें हो सकता है, और सामान लाएगा तो भी उपयोग हो सकता है, तो कार्यक्रम में उपयोग होने वाले सामान के लिए।
सर यहाँ आपको रिस्पॉन्स आ रहा है आपकी
हाँ
कहानी
मैम।
पूरा करने के लिए
हाँ
कि रोहन्स क्लासमेट्स विल शेयर विद हिम, मतलब रोहन के क्लासमेट शेयर करेंगे। फिर
हाँ,
वंदना मैम ने लिखा है दोस्त के साथ हो जाए या एक बगीचे से गुलाब का
गुलाब का
फूल।
फूल है,
ओके
वेरी गुड, बहुत
ओके।
सुंदर। हाँ मैम।
देन प्रिंसिपल मैम ने कहा है कि ही कैन अर्न सम पॉकेट मनी बाय डूइंग स्मॉल टास्क, कुछ काम करके वो
हाँ,
कुछ
वो भी
कर
कर
सकता
सकता
है,
है, बहुत अच्छा
राइट।
मैम।
रेनी मैम
हाँ
ने लिखा है फ्लावर। ओके। वाइस प्रिंसिपल मैम ने भी यही लिखा है बच्चा गार्डन से फूल लेकर आ सकता है। ओके।
हाँ,
अपने अपने हाथ से, प्रिंसिपल मैम ने और एक लिखा है कि अपने हाथ से कोई कुछ बना के डेकोरेशन में हेल्प कर सकता है।
बहुत
ठीक
सुंदर।
है।
हाँ,
वैसे ग्रेग सर ने
लेकर
किया है कि घर पे कोई कुछ पुराना
आई
सामान
थिंक,
बेच कर
हाँ
वैसे।
हाँ, ऐसा
ओके
तो कर सकता है। हाँ, ही विल बी वर्क।
okay. Then he will work in farm for few days and earn money, contribute to श्रमदान। और फिर लिखा है रोहन कुछ लिखकर या ड्रॉ करके
बहुत
गिफ्ट करे।
बहुत अच्छा अच्छा समाधान आप लोग लिख रहे हो, एकदम सही है। मैम ने भी जैसा कहा कि श्रमदान भी कर सकता है, दीपा मैम ने जैसा लिखा कि हाँ कुछ लिख करके गिफ्ट कर सकता है, एकदम सही, एकदम आप लोग ने बहुत अच्छा अच्छा समाधान दिया। ऑब्वियसली बच्चे भी वैसा ही समाधान करके इस कहानी को पूरा करेंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सभी का। अदर और फील, जी मैम एकदम सही है ऐसा।
Okay.
बच्चे, हाँ, तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप लोगों का। इस प्रकार से हम समस्या समाधान इस टॉपिक को भाषाओं में प्रयोग कर सकते हैं। ऐसे हम कहानी का आधा कहानी बता के समस्या को समाधान पूरा करने के लिए, कहानी पूरा करने के लिए बच्चों को करा सकते हैं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मैं अब उषा मैम से आग्रह करूंगा कि वो कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाएं।
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ashok sir, Nisha ma'am, and Mallikarjun sir for demonstrating few examples of involving problem solving pedagogy in teaching. So it's not only science and maths, but also other subjects we can use this problem solving pedagogy in different ways. So teachers, please type in, is it necessary that only I think whatever problem solving my teachers have demonstrated, science, maths, so only from first grade onwards or second grade onwards, only those students should learn, should we teach problem solving to them, or can we do it in preschool also, like foundational level also? Yes, problems are everywhere, and it's not that, because we have it's science or it's maths, or it is only related to subjects. Problem solving can be introduced at foundational level, also at very younger level, and in a very different manner we can introduce problem solving. So I'm just presenting this. Okay, so teachers, do you all remember this story? Yes, I cannot. I am presenting, so I won't be able to see the chat. If anyone can help me.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am, we
remember?
can.
Yes. So, was this story, like when we learned this story, it was as a storytelling, or did we learn it as a problem solving? Don't you think this is a problem solving story? Like it shows
This is critical
method where
thinking,
problem is solved.
the
Yes,
critical
critical
thinking
thinking.
and
Yes, there was a.
innovation,
Uh-huh.
creativity.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. So, like I think when we learned, we had learned like Thirsty Crow wala story. So now, like it was a narrating a story. We by-hearted the story, but I think it was not. As far as I remember, I don't think so. It was taught as problem solving or critical thinking story. So this is how, like through stories, we can teach children, small children, at foundational level, also preschool students, pre-primary, the problem solving, how problem solving can be, problems can be solved, how we can think differently, how we can critically think and arrive at solutions. Because everyone at every age, we have problems, and we should know how to solve the problem. Then the students don't, like, later on they don't feel the pressure of or stress of studies, because problem is, we say that बच्चों को क्या problem है, नहीं सबको problem होता है. So if we teach them how to solve the problem, how to arrive at a solution, right, it becomes easy for them to think, right, what is actually problem solving pedagogy is making the children think out of the box, think critically to arrive at a solution. So this is just a common story. Like there are many such stories where we can ask the students to complete the story. Like we can show the first two parts, like, okay, the crow was thirsty, now he found a pot with the water, but the crow could not reach to it. So what can the crow do? So similarly, there are many other stories where we can ask the students the solution, then we can ask them to complete. Or so that is how we have to teach students. Then there are also many such games where we learn through, we can make the students learn solving the problems. Like I think we all do this, solving the puzzles, then giving them different shape and asking them to make something this. And this is one game which like I saw a video, I liked it. Like a crumpled paper or maybe a ball, you are just like throwing it down, and you're asking the students, like a proper instruction should be given by the teacher, that you are not supposed to touch with your hand, feet, or any of your body part, but you have to move this paper from crumpled paper from this line to that line. So how it makes student thinking, how can I do this? There are many activities also, like here the activity is shown where they have to carry the ball, or I think it's a paper, through this line, and they are using a straw. So and here there are blocks are given, and animals are, so they have to cross, like they can set up such objects in such a manner where we can ask the students, now solve the problem. Like now the animals are not able to cross the stream, how can they cross the stream? So all these activities will help them to think critically. It's very important to make even the small children, the preschool children, to think, to arrive at solution that will help them in the future. So I mean, these are only the few activities which I have shown. So here I complete my presentation. I hope I have covered all the parts of problem solving pedagogy. Thank you very much for listening to us patiently. Yes, do you have any questions? Any of you have any questions? Okay, we have 5 minutes. I have one question for you, teachers. 1 minute, just let me. You are going to solve a problem. Okay. Okay, 1 minute. These kind of problems also can be given. Okay. 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 So this is like the situation is given. Can you all see this? It's a Word document. Like the teacher can or teacher. Now I'm giving you this. The situation is about 10 o'clock. About 10 o'clock in the morning in July, your small airplane has crashed in the Sonora Desert in northern Mexico. Both pilots are dead, and all that is left of the aircraft is a burnt out shell. One of the other passengers is injured. There was no radio in the airplane, but some of your fellow survivors think that you were about 100 kilometers, of course, when you crashed. Just before the crash, the pilot informed you and the other passengers that you were 120 kilometers south of the small mining camp. From experience, you know that the daytime temperatures can reach 43 degrees Celsius and nighttime temperatures reach freezing. All the passengers and yourself are dressed in light clothes. The area is flat and arid as far as the eye can see. The following list of items survived the crash in good order. Okay, now if you have to move further, okay, so what all things will you carry with you? These are the list of things given to you. Yes, teachers. I hope you can see the presentation. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, we can see.
Okay, so this is again a method of problem, like a situation, a problem is given, right? It is a language based. I got it from a English language problem solving method. So this is also one method of teaching students problem solving. So now teachers, please give me the answers quickly.
Ma'am, flashlight, knife, flashlight, water are written in the chat
And then
box.
also there should be a reason with it. Reason with it. Why are you taking that? Greg said 2 bottles of vodka. Reason, sir? Water. Yes. 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 So there is nothing right or wrong over here. It is about the reason and what exactly like the person thinks when he's selecting certain item to survive. Okay. So this way we can have a discussion after this. What like why certain child has taken this chosen that item, and then we can arrive at a conclusion. Yes, we can discuss about this. So yes, flashlight, right, yes. Okay, so that's it. Fine. So thank you very much. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Usha ma'am, and thank you each and every one of you, Nisha, Mallikarjun sir, Amar sir, Usha ma'am. I hope I have not missed anybody. So you all were amazing. It was a very systematic progression. We did not even realize we are switching over from one subject or from one concept, one topic, one problem to another problem. And the different methods used, like storytelling or a daily routine problem. So various methods that you have used, a game, these are all the ways of making children practice their problem skills, problem solving skills. And I would just like to bring to everybody's attention that a lot of pedagogies that we are doing are interrelated. Problem solving can be in an art integrated session. This skill, it is basically a skill. So the skill can be used for your project based learning. It can be used for a sports integrated class. So it is a skill which you can use for any pedagogy that you are using. So basically this problem solving requires children to develop their listening. They have to analyze, they have to research, creativity, communication with each other, decision making, and team building. Most important is decision making. And hence, what we should do when we are talking of younger children, we should give them a lot of options to choose from for anything. So that is when they will start making decisions, and they will realize that they are responsible for decisions, and they will also realize that their decisions have some results, and their results can either solve the problem or can create the problem or can just not affect the problem in any way. So it all starts with making them think critically, allowing them to make decisions. So this is something which is very, very interesting skill, and every subject teacher must try to build in. I have given one example of a movie that you all should watch. Please watch. I request you all to watch. It's an excellent movie. If I'm not wrong, it was an Oscar winner movie, and Tom Hanks has acted in this. So he was a pilot, and very experienced pilot, Captain Sully, and you will see how he had to make last moment decisions of landing his plane into Hudson River, and how he was interrogated, and he was framed for, or I mean, he was the charge on him was that he took his decision very hastily without proper thinking. But then how he defends himself, he explains why he had to take that decision, the amount of critical thinking that was required within fractions of seconds, and the problem solving skills that were needed. I think that's a fantastic specimen of these skills that we are talking about, whether it is problem solving, critical thinking, or decision making. So thank you very much, Usha ma'am, for bringing this beautiful skill before us in various ways. All the best to everyone for inculcating this. Yes, Usha ma'am, I'm keeping my eye on the time, and I'm stopping it here. All the best to all of you. Which is the next team and next date?
Yeah, I forgot to see it.
So those who have the next presentation can announce it here.
Manju ma'am, if I'm not wrong, Manju ma'am and the
No,
team.
Nisha ma'am, no.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry.
1 minute.
No, we have on Thursday. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Priyanka Jain, ma'am, discovery-based pedagogy.
Yes. Namaste, everyone. Tomorrow we are going to present our presentation that is on discovery-based. I'm so excited. I hope I will give you a proper information and the teaching methodologies. So we are super excited. So let's wait what we offer you all. Thank you so much.
So all the best to your team, Priyanka.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So thank you, everyone. See you soon. Usha ma'am, take care. All of you take care.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nisha ma'am, Mallikarjun sir, Ashok sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you all.
Thank
the
you.
teachers
Thank you,
for
ma'am.
taking
Thank you,
part.
principal,
Thank
ma'am.
you, principal ma'am. Thank you, Smita ma'am. Thank you, Greg sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Usha ma'am.
everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Usha ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Smita ma'am left, I suppose.
Chalo, thank you, everyone. Bye bye. See you. Take care.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, Usha
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.